Orgeat is a key ingredient in Mai Tais and so many other amazing cocktails, but it's kind of a pain to make it 100% fresh. But in this video, I'm gonna be showing you a quick shortcut way to make house-made Orgeat that I use at my restaurant. Orgeat is a syrup made from almonds, and typically you would blanch the almonds, toast them, blend them, do all of these crazy steps to get a real Orgeat. And while I still believe that to be the best way to do it, I have a shortcut way that I believe is a really quick and easy way to do it, where you'll have something that is almost as good as that real Orgeat recipe, but it won't be as time consuming as if you were to, blanch your own almonds, put them in a blender, do all of those crazy steps. So this video is a little bit different than the ones that I typically do. So please let me know what you think. I had to do this one in the kitchen and the angles are a little bit different than out here. So just let me know what you think of this video, and let me know if you want to see more of these. I can go through a bunch of the different syrups that I make, and if you guys are interested in that, I might consider doing it. But before I get too far ahead of myself, my name is Louis and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I talk about my favorite cocktails, my favorite spirits. I teach you how to become a better bartender and make better drinks, and I talk about what it's like to own my own restaurant and bar. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, come on over here, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that little bell icon to never miss out on any of the videos that I post. Right, so let's get into making our quick shortcut Orgeat. All right, guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is grab a little saucepan. You can get like a medium-sized one, and put it over some medium heat. You don't want it too hot. The first thing we're gonna do is grab our almond milk. You're gonna do 1 cup of almond milk, and try not to spill. You want to be using the best quality almond milk you can find. So no preservatives, no additives. Look for ones that the ingredients are literally almonds and water. We are then going to do 2 cups of sugar. Regular sugar is fine. You wanna do 2 cups of that. And then we are going to mix this into our almond milk. You want to make sure that it gets really nice and smooth. You don't, and you also don't want to let the almond milk bubble or boil. So try to keep mixing it so that it doesn't bubble and boil. You want to just basically be mixing it to dissolve all of the sugar into the almond milk. Use a whisk if you have one. I was just feeling particularly lazy this day and decided to go with the big old spoon. But a whisk is definitely the way you're going to want to go with this one. You're gonna want to keep mixing it up until you feel like it's fully dissolved. It's gonna take a little bit, it's not instant, but just keep going until it's a nice, smooth looking liquid. The reason you want to use the best almond milk is that because we're not using real almonds, you want to make sure that you're not having any extra additives or anything like that, so that it's still as fresh as humanly possible without, going the full step in making regular Orgeat. And so we're just gonna keep mixing this up until it's nice and smooth. I don't know how many times I've said mix it up already, but yeah, just keep mixing it up. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're actually going to turn off our heat because we do not want this to overcook. We're then going to add 3 teaspoons of almond extract. We need to add some of that almond flavor into this syrup. So 3 teaspoons of almond extract with the heat off. And the heat off is gonna be important in just a little bit. And then we're gonna do a ½ teaspoon of orange blossom water. This is gonna give it a nice floral flavor to our Orgeat. And then last but not least, we're gonna finish it up with a 1/6 of a cup of Cognac. You can technically use any kind of dark spirit, but I really like the flavor of Cognac in the Orgeat, and this is actually why we turned the heat off before. We don't want to lose any of the alcohol from the Cognac in this syrup. So we turned off the heat, it's still relatively warm, the sugar is dissolved, but we are gonna use the Cognac to give this syrup a nice base. It's gonna preserve it a little bit longer, the alcohol is gonna keep it fresher, and the sugar is gonna keep it fresher as well. And so you're gonna wanna mix that in, and you're gonna wanna let this cool. It's gonna turn into a thicker consistency over time as it cools. I put mine into a glass container and put it and left it on my bar until it completely cooled down. And there you have it, guys. Guys, a quick and easy way to make a shortcut Orgeat. This is probably gonna be good enough for pretty much any of you home bartenders. Hell, I even use it at my own bar because I am a one-man show at this point, so I don't have much time to sit there and make my own Orgeat all the way from scratch. So this 5-minute shortcut is a fantastic syrup. It tastes better than anything that I've ever tried buying in store as a substitute for Orgeat. This gets me about 60 to 70% of the way there, and it's much better than anything that you can find out there now. I highly recommend you give this a shot. And there you have it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said at the beginning, this is a little bit of a different style of video than I'm normally accustomed to. So please let me know what you think. If you guys are interested in this sort of content, I can totally do more of them. I just want to know. I know it's a different setting. It's a little bit of a different angle. And it's just a little bit different, so just let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this episode, it would mean the world to me if you could hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Orgeat is amazing and delicious, and there's so many recipes that you can use it in, more than just a regular old Mai Tai. I've used it in quite a few different recipes on this channel, so make sure you check those out, such as the Tia Mia, and I can't remember the other ones, but I'll link them right over here once I remember them. That's enough from me. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheers. So tasty. It's so delicious. Oh, I love it. It's so good.